Welcome guys to my YouTube channel, and right here you see my 2003 BMW 330 Ci. Got my been a learning curve for me. I've had to do some parts on it recently. I'm gonna see what's going on with it, do a little diagnostic, see if it has any where the leaks are, or if there's any vacuum issues. So I'm gonna take you guys around and see what's up with it. So, as you can see, the engine, for the most part, is pretty stock. Don't have anything really added to it. I've had maintenance done to it, as spoken before. Replace the spark plugs. I have a muffler delete on it, but that's, for the most part, that's the only kind of modifications. I put the struts, OEM struts and shocks back on. It was slammed, but for the most part, that's about it. Kind of like to keep it clean and in stock. So we're gonna start off and see where the leaks can be. I'm thinking there may be somewhere in here. Go ahead and get started. I'm gonna take these bolts off here. Untwist these. There's 4 bolts here. We're gonna take off. Exposes the cabin air filter. This thing is dirty, man. It needs to be replaced. Golly. So we'll go ahead and get started working on this functionality of it. This is the mass airflow sensor here, intake right there. Thinking like somewhere in here, could be a little loose in the boots, somewhere in there. So we'll check that out and get started on this part. In here, it's like a pain in the butt to get. If you see it down there, I'll try to focus in on it. This little clamp right there, it's like hard to get to. With this area before, and also what I'm going to go ahead and do is go ahead and replace the DISA screw. And I was doing the starter, I had almost stripped the DISA screw, so I'd never really fully put it in there back together. So it could be loose. That could be one thing that we'll see how that works out and see if that's an issue and see what it is from there. The screw is actually, the one that I stripped is the silver one right here, as you can see right there. I'm going to have to disconnect the actual connector to the DISA, remove this panel sidewall. It's been removed before. There's some things I didn't put back on there, but we're gonna get some easier access so we can get this screw apart and check, and again check to see if there's any issues in there. If there's one thing I cannot stand, bugs, bro. Bugs working out in the garage in the summertime, super annoying to me, because you have wasp, flies, all this stuff coming in at you while you're just trying to work on your car. It's yeah. I may get like a screen door so I can stop them from coming in. Like this screen door maybe covering here. I may get something like that. Annoying. It's annoying. Something just flew across me, and it is annoying when you're working on something and they just want to slap you in the face So I'm gonna have to get like some kind of screen porch for them to stop coming in. It's horrendous. I have a phobia of them or something, of like any kind of bug or bit that buzzes by my ear. Just can't stand it. So I've got the screw out. This is the old one. Compare it to the new one. This is the old one right here. I was trying to zoom in and get it. Yeah, it's pretty tough. Ended up using the wrong torque screw. So this is the new one. I put them side by side. Yeah, I'm surprised I was able to even get this one out. So we're gonna see. Hopefully this is gonna fix it. There's also a screw under here. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that one up too, just in case. So we got the screws plugged back in. Gonna go ahead and plug the connectors in. The DISA connector, mass airflow sensor. Gonna put the upper intake boot back in, make sure it's still tight, clamped on there. Gonna hope this works. Gonna hope. So as you see here, got pretty much it taken care of. It's done for the most part. I still have to put the cabin air filter connections and housing back in, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I don't think that's going to throw off a code if I have my engine check light start on still. So as I could go ahead and get this back in here a little bit more, tighten the clamp right there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and connect the battery back to the car. Not every day you can come into your toolbox and find a 10mm socket. So, got one right here. We're going to use. So the engine light is off. We'll drive it around a little bit. Go ahead and put the other parts back in. That's the cabin air filter housing. Go ahead and put that back in, and we'll get these cables back together and see kind of like what it does from there. So that hopefully fixes the problem. I don't know. Let's just cross fingers that it stays like this, where it's good to go. So, I mean, if it's just a screw, that's wild. It's disconnecting the hose intake boots and putting them back in there. I mean, that could have been something where they were just loose and maybe needed to be tightened back up. So, but the car seems to be running good, everything like that. See, another fly just came through and just went across my face. See if we can get another shot of that real slow-mo or something. I'm telling you, it's bad in here in Alabama, man. It's the bugs out here is ridiculous. So we'll see what it does, and yeah, let's get it. I have to give myself extra work. So I forgot to put this back on here. It sits on top of this housing, and I'm ugly with this not being on here, so I'm going to have to unscrew these screws again. It shouldn't take too much time, but you know, sometimes you forget. And put this piece right here. We're gonna go ahead and put that piece back on. If there's anything you guys learned from this video, it's probably how to take the cabin air filter housing off. Done it like 20 times now. So go ahead and get this link back in there. No rough idle that we had before. Pretty good. So as I'm driving it, pretty much it's handling it really well. Just gonna drive around and see how it goes. This car's been quite of a project car for me. Our BMW was kind of risky to get. You know, I always say there's always going to be issues with these, but you appreciate them, you know, you appreciate what they do. And she sounds good. She sounds good. Driving with one hand kind of for the first time. I don't do that it's quite often, so bear with me on this, guys. Bear with me. Yeah. Rolls fine. Rolls fine. Had a pretty good time with the car today. So as you see, the car's back in the garage. Glad we were able to get the check light engine part figured out. Hope it doesn't come back on. And I got my food here, Chipotle in the Jetta. But yeah, we'll see as we go in the next video. And peace out. And comment about how many bugs did you see fly across my face, because it was annoying.